Hi, my name is Tracy Chandler. I'm in Park Drive in Victory Lakes community. I am in support of Plan 2.1A, which puts Victory Lakes into Brentsville High School. This allows the students of Victory Lakes who are in Marsteller Middle School to then feed into high school with the Bristow-Gainesville community that we associate with in our everyday lives. Plan 2.1A better balances the capacity numbers at Osborne Park, Stonewall, and Brentsville High School while still allowing room for transfers. Opportunities are already limited, given that Patriot and Battlefield is being closed due to transfers due to the overcrowding that's taking place. Victory Lakes has a 50% transfer rate from Stonewall Jackson High School, compared to 10.2% in other nearby neighboring communities within the Patriot boundary. We would like to be closer to the 10.2% included should we go to Brentsville High School. I'd like to share a survey that our association put out just 1 week ago after the last meeting. We took a poll of the neighborhood to see where the pulse of the neighborhood would like to go, and I know we certainly have people who already spoke this evening that were in support of Stonewall Jackson, but the numbers were staggering that came through to our association. We had for Brentsville High School 90% that responded of the 291 residents wanted Brentsville High School, leaving a 10% to Stonewall Jackson. I urge you to support 2.1A for Victory Lakes.
Thank you. Next is Margaret Owen.
Hi, my name is Margaret Owen. I live at 122 Bristow, Virginia, in Victory Lakes community. After retiring from the military, my husband and I bought our forever home in Victory Lakes 4 years ago. We fully support the Plan 2.1A because we want our children to be able to attend high school with all the friends they have made in Marsteller Middle School and with the other Bristow-Gainesville communities. We really want to have stability for our children after being in the military and having to switch many times. Please support Plan 2.1A. Thank you very much for your time.
Mr. Chairman, Dr. Waltz, distinguished members of the board, my name is Garrett Carmen. I live at 2 Roaring Spring Loop. I'm a member of the Victory Lakes community and have been for the last 4 years. More importantly, though, I'm a proud parent of a Stonewall Jackson student from the class of 2015, my oldest daughter, who is here with me this evening. I'm here tonight to represent a dissenting voice and to ensure that all valid viewpoints are properly considered as we weigh this decision. One key question that has just been raised by a previous speaker that maybe we should ask ourselves is, why is it that 50% of our students choose to go somewhere else other than Stonewall Jackson High School? I, for one, do not support Plans 2.1 and 2.1A as put forth by the Victory Lakes community. Last night I sent each of you my detailed analysis and opinion on these proposals. Time constraints do not allow me to reiterate all of the many points that I made here this evening, but I trust that each of you will give my comments and all of these dissenting comments the due respect and consideration that they deserve. In short, as an academic, as a critical thinker, I have not seen any unbiased, compelling argument along any line that warrants the adoption of these plans put forward by Victory Lakes. A rash, ill-informed, potentially short-sighted decision is not in the long-term interest of Victory Lakes, our surrounding communities, our schools, and our school district as a whole. I implore you to take a slow, measured approach to this continued analysis and your ultimate decision. At a time when this board honored the Supreme Court's landmark decision in Brown versus BOE, now is the time that we should be taking this measured approach, this considered approach to make sure we are making the best decision for all of our students in Prince William County going forward. Thank you. I look forward to your final decision. I will, as a community resident and as a parent, support any decision that puts the quality of our children's education first and foremost. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Next is Kevin Coleman.
Good evening. My name is Kevin Coleman. I'm a Victory Lakes resident. My address is on file with the clerk. I'm also a Navy Reserve commander and a federal employee in an agency in this area. I'm a 10-year resident of Victory Lakes, and with 3 children nearing high school age, I fully support the 2.1 Alpha boundary plan, as I feel it repairs some of the damage from this board's 2009 decision, which set Victory Lakes apart from the Patriot community. And also 2.1 Plan 2.1 Alpha Plan sets the proper course for the future of Prince William County. The current boundary plan, as others have mentioned, has divided our community and has negatively impacted our property values within the area. I, like many of my fellow Victory Lakes residents, consider myself, my family, and Victory Lakes as part of the Linton Hall Corridor and of the greater Gainesville, Haymarket, Bristow community, not as an offshoot of Western Manassas. In 2009, when our community was excluded from Patriot High School, it came as a shock to many of us in the Victory Lakes. Since then, I've witnessed families with children nearing high school age move out of our community, based solely on the high school boundaries. And I've heard from families that will not move into our area due to the current boundary situation. My family is currently approaching the same difficult decision point. As we await the results of this round of boundary proposals, and our daughter is in 7th grade at Marsteller Middle School, and 2 younger brothers following closely behind her, we are weighing whether to leave Victory Lakes and Prince William County as a whole. As we stand here at a critical juncture, I urge you to listen to your constituents, to listen to those, the 90% in Victory Lakes, and set the county for the right course for the future by approving the Boundary 2.1 Alpha Plan. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next is John Daly.
Hello. My address is on file with the clerk, and my name is Joseph Daly, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the school zone changes throughout the community. I'm currently enrolled at Stonewall Jackson Senior High School, and I am part of the graduating class of 2016. I do not understand why so many parents in my area are against sending their children to Stonewall. In my eyes, Stonewall is an excellent school with a great staff full of teachers who are eager to spread knowledge and their passion for learning. It upsets me when I hear people down-talking Stonewall. Just walking through my neighborhood, I hear comments such as, "Oh, you go to Stonewall," or "Why would someone send their kid to that school?" And they refer to it as ghetto or trashy, but they're completely wrong. Stonewall is a diverse school filled with many different cultures. And if people are against going to a school with diversity, they will experience a rude awakening in the real world. Stonewall also has an award-winning IB program. My father, who was a graduate of Stonewall, went on to become a vice president of a major electric corporation, and my uncle, who graduated from Stonewall, is now a high-ranking officer in the Marine Corps. I've also spoke to several Stonewall graduates, including some from the IB program, and they say IB helped to prepare them for college and also helped them get into colleges across the nation, including some of the top-ranking colleges in this state, like UVA, Virginia Tech, JMU. And I've also talked to people who haven't gone in the IB program but just took standard classes, and they still went on to take master degrees and psychology and other fields. But my point being that people who wish to change the boundaries so their children do not have to attend Stonewall need to rethink their prejudices and their decisions to change school zones, because coming from a Stonewall student is a great school full of people, and I wouldn't want to spend my high school years anywhere else. And coming from people talking about their friends, you can't really change boundaries on someone's friendships, because you're going to go through life and you're going to have to separate from friends. I know I had to do it going from Marsteller to Stonewall, but I still keep in contact from friends at Brentsville and Patriot. And I don't think it's a good reason to change because of friendships. Because if you think of transportation all the way from Victory Lakes to Brentsville, from just Victory to Stonewall, it's crazy. And then 50% of our community in Victory Lakes has transferred to other schools because they don't want to go to Stonewall, but they haven't spent a day at Stonewall to know what it's like. They just go by what they hear throughout the community. And I'm just here, I'm against Plan 2.1. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Joe Gomes.